Okay, so for problem 24, it says a sports car can accelerate from 0 to 60 miles per hour in 3.9 seconds. And we are asked to find out what is the magnitude of the average acceleration of the car in meters per second squared. So the first thing that we want to do is draw a picture of a sports car, and we want to consider a couple things. One, when it starts, we assume that it's starting from 0 miles per hour and goes to 60 miles per hour in a time of 3.9 seconds. So I just kind of start randomly generating or writing things down. The first velocity is 0, right? Because that's what it tells us. 0 meters per second is the same as 0 miles per hour. But 60 miles per hour isn't going to work because remember that it asked for the question in meters per second squared for the acceleration. So to find the acceleration, I'm going to need to convert everything to SI units. So our second velocity, even though it's 60 miles per hour, we've got to convert that to meters per second. So remember that in 1 hour there are 3,600 seconds, and also in 1 mile there are 1,609 meters. By multiplying the top across the top and the bottom across the bottom, or if you wanted to, you can cross cancel. But in the end, we should end up with 1,609 meters over 60 seconds, which reduces down to 26.82 meters per second. So my final velocity, which is listed as 60 miles per hour, is also the same as 26.82 meters per second. Then I still need to keep on listing information. So let's write down that the second velocity, or velocity sub 2, or v sub 2, is equal to 26.82 meters per second. And then lastly, we want to list that the time is 3.9 seconds. Well, the book asks us to find out the magnitude of the average acceleration of the car in meters per second. So I've got to determine what formula I'm going to use. I have two velocities and a time, and I'm asked to find the average acceleration. If we look on page 57, we see that the average acceleration is equal to v sub 2 minus v sub 1 all over t sub 2 minus t sub 1. Remember that when time starts, or t sub 1, it's 0 seconds. So if we fill in the numbers into the blank, we've got 26.82 minus 0 on the top and 3.9 minus 0 on the bottom. And then our velocity has the units of meters per second and time is seconds. So then I take 26.82 meters per second and divide it by 3.9 seconds. That's going to give me a number, and then I also at some point in time will want to double check the units. The number that it gives me is going to be 6.88, and then meters per second squared should be what I get. Now remember, meters per second is meters over seconds, so I have 2 seconds on the bottom, or seconds squared. So the average acceleration of the sports car is actually 6.88 meters per second squared, and that's the average acceleration. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you very much.